Good morning, everyone. I've come up early to our house in Craddock, and the currawongs just heralded me in this morning with the loudest welcome. You can probably still hear them in the background. I've just come up to the dam and done a welcoming to the morning and a welcoming to them, and they've turned it down a little bit now, but it's just been amazing. So I thought I'd share a little bit of peace with you. They've got such a big story to tell. So I stood up here and connected into the four directions, into Mother Earth and the Divine, and spoke some light language. There goes the sander. We're getting our house painted. That's the end of peace. So that's a good lesson, isn't it? We've got all this external stuff happening, but I still feel really peaceful inside. And so that's where we find our peace, isn't it? We take ourselves off to somewhere really peaceful and we tune in and connect in, and then it doesn't matter what comes from the exterior, you still feel that peace within. And I love that. I love that we're in control of who we are, what we do, what we think, where we go, what we believe in, what we discover, what we learn, what we tune into. There's so many different things that we can do throughout the day, but I think the key factor is that we're in control of what we do and enjoying that option, knowing you've got it to start with. I can remember the first time I learnt that I actually had a choice. I was quite affronted, to be honest, when I went into some counselling and I said, oh, this is happening, that's happening, blah, blah, blah. And they just said, well, that's your choice. You're choosing to connect into that. And I was so, how dare you say that, But then I came away and I realised, oh my God, he was right. I'm actually choosing to align my energy with this disruptive behaviour, and I don't need to do that. I can actually chart my own course. So I didn't know that that's what I was going to talk about, but it's all relevant, I think, isn't it? Especially this day and age when so much is happening around us and dragging us, or trying, depends where you're sitting, I suppose, dragging you into that collective fear and that unsettled, not sure, too scared to do anything, too scared to talk about stuff. What do I do? Know that you've always got a choice, because eventually the sander goes off and you realise, you know what? I'm so glad I maintained my equilibrium through that time. And I've learnt heaps about myself. And I now know where I can move forward and what I can connect to. And I would have to say that nature is the biggest teacher. We can learn so much from nature, and getting back to our original self and connecting to our higher self. All these things are so important, but I think the key to all of it is that we have a choice. We don't have to be swept along with the main collection of fear. We have a choice of what we choose to do. And, you don't have to go out on a bandwagon and make these massive choices. It's just little step by little step by little step, and it all builds a really strong foundation so that when something comes along that rocks you, you've got that stability. And I'm not saying that it's not going to affect you, because trust me, it does. When something major happens, it does. It doesn't matter how strong your faith or your foundations are, it'll still rock you. But when you actually stop, you can go, hang on a minute, I can actually do this. I know that I've got that inner strength within me. I know that I've got this because I've got so much support around me. There's so much spirit energy, divine, Mother Earth, and energy all around you supporting you, and they can't help unless you ask them to. So welcome them in, stand in the light and welcome them in. Ask them to help you, protect you, look after you, guide you. They love it, and you'll love it because you'll get this massive sense of inner peace. So there's a little reflection this morning as the sun's starting to peek over the top of the trees. I can see the sun coming on my face a little bit and I can feel it on my back. It's just lovely. So I hope you all have a magical day. I hope this resonates with some of you. I love you all to bits, and I look forward to tuning in with you again next time. Okay, bye.